Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is Drizzleland. This is a special episode because this is going to be focusing on health and the repercussions of what you basically have to do during the day to modify your life. Um, what I want to talk about first is depression and anxiety. Um, Now I've had issues since I was a teenager. Um, But as I've grown on in time, I've realized that sometimes with anxiety and depression, it's just a matter of coexisting with society and um, figuring out ways to solve solutions. Um, Now, do I still have, incidents, with panic attacks and anxiety attacks? Um, Actually, the last year, not really. Um, you know, I know a lot of people how they want to solve the situation is they just want to keep medicating you and upping your medicines and things like that. That's fine for the people who need that, but there are people who don't even need that if they just have support around them and good people to listen to. Me personally, if I'm in a situation where I feel like I'm by myself and I don't have other people around, I just write my thoughts in a journal. Um, or what I used to do, and I'm going to continue doing, is being creative, doing my videos, going out and enjoying, you know, stuff with friends and family. Um, and also, when you have other things going on, when you have, diabetes, where you have to give yourself, insulin and, check your sugars and, uh, you do have to change a lot of things as far as what you eat. Um, and I got to be honest, for me, I don't really like it. I don't think it's, fun by any means. Um, and some doctors, are very hard-headed and they will set and, you know, kind of plead their case, saying, you should just eat this way. And I have to be honest, that doesn't really work for me. Um, I want to eat, meat and different things. I don't want to just live off, you know,
Don't want to eat like a rabbit.
I don't want to eat like, Bugs Bunny with carrots. What's up, Doc? Um, that's fine if you want to do that, and if you want to be a vegetarian, more peace and love to you. But for me, I want variety of food. I want things that actually taste decent. Um, and unfortunately, when you're diabetic, there aren't really a lot of choices when you're at grocery stores with things that are sugar free. And even then, some of the stuff that is sugar free, they still add sugar to it. So you have to keep an eye on, the packaging and labels and things like that. Um, and some days you wake up and you don't feel good. And, you know, I have days like that. But what I've realized is you just learn to overcome that stuff and you make the best of every day. And I feel like that's what people need to start doing. They don't need to be medicated 24 hours a day to enjoy life. Um, Mankind has lived thousands of years without doping ourselves up with medicine. We've found other solutions to those problems. So I wish that the medical field would have more of an opening mind as far as, you know, solving problems without doping you up to be a zombie. Um, and you can disagree with me all you want, and that's fine. But for me, I'm 34 years old. I don't want to take 12 medicines. I think that's a little overbit, you know. Now, if it was like 5 medicines, that's fine. That's a lot more reasonable. But when you're upping medications, what you're not understanding is that if a person has a history of, like, let's say kidney problems, which I do, that is actually preventing that patient from getting well, because you're trying to solve the problem with medication instead of correcting the problem with natural things. Like, there's music therapy, there's massage, there's acupuncture. There's all these other things that these doctors could use instead of just giving you a bunch of medicine and, basically being a zombie and expecting you, to do everything that they want you to do. And I'm a person who believes that natural healing through, like I said before, acupuncture, massage, I believe that if people would start using those things more, there would be less people who are sick in the world. Again, with depression and anxiety, sometimes it's just a matter of waking up every day and just saying, this is going to be a good day no matter what happens. So, I just wanted to give my feedback on that and just say, yes, I have had diabetes for, like 4.5 years. And it's been a struggle because you don't really know what to eat and how much of it. And sometimes it is a pain in the ass, I gotta be honest. But I think the most important thing in this video right now is, no matter what happens in life, there's always a solution to the problem, no matter what happens. So I just want to give people, my advice and just say, in those situations when you are depressed and when things aren't going your way, just say to yourself, it's just one thing, and that's all it is, and the rest of the day is going to be fine, nothing else is going to go wrong. And if you have that positive attitude and you say, I'm going to do the best I can today and be the best person I can be, then no matter what happens in life, you're going to succeed at whatever you want. And I've done a lot of things in my life. I've been a basketball player. I've been a musician. I'm doing videos now for you guys. I've had a lot of things happen to me in my life throughout health, family, and I've survived everything of it.
You've done your drum circle.
And I've done drum circles with South Bend Drum Circle. Shout out to all you guys there. I realize I haven't been around in a while, but, I still respect you guys and love you. And, the other thing I do is I have a pet that I take care of. She was, an abandoned cat, who I basically raised back to health. So I feel like in my lifetime I've seen what I have seen. I've lived in big cities. I've seen, things that I never thought I would. And I was very exposed as a child to go to cities like Chicago and, Columbus, Ohio. South Bend as well. I've been, to Notre Dame campus lots of times. So I just want to give, a shout out just saying that everybody can do something in life. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't live life. Much love and respect to every one of you. I just wanted to voice my opinion and just let everybody know that never ever let somebody tell you that you can't do something. Just go do it. Don't let other people influence you and say that you can't do this and you can't do that, because that's not how the world works. The people who do judge you and who are jealous, those are the people later on in life who I guarantee 5 years from now will come up to you and say, I respect you for what you've accomplished and what you've dealt with in your life. And
they just like to bring people down. That's all they do.
And recently, I've had a lot of tragedy in my family. I've had my mom be put in a nursing home, and I was, responsible, for helping her get things back in order. and having a positive attitude about life.
And she's doing a lot better
And
now.
she's doing much better. So I feel like I have achieved a lot in my life. And I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to just lay over in a bed 24 hours a day and sleep. I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to do that. So I'm just saying right now, here and now, don't ever let somebody tell you that you're not worth, time. Because, everybody's good at something. So
Everybody.
I'm just going to say, there's things, that I dealt with in school, and even now, I recently in the last few years, I had to let those things go. I had to say, okay, those things went wrong in high school, in middle school, but I'm not going to let it affect me now. I'm going to be a better person, and I'm going to be the strongest person I can be in my life right now. So that's what I just wanted to say is, if any of you guys want some motivation and want somebody to talk to and say, I relate to you, and go ahead, comment below. I would love it. I would love to hear some feedback here and see what you guys have been through yourselves. And somebody else I want to give a quick shout out to is Scotty. It sounds like he's had a lot of things happen in his family as well, in the last year. And I just want to say to him, I respect you. You are an awesome person. I love your channel, love the videos. I think they're very inspirational. So, again, I just wanted to say that to him. And my co-host over here,
Hey, guys.
he's always been there for me. He's been a great friend, over the years, and he's seen me, have my issues as far as struggling, but I think the one thing about that friendship is that we both understand each other, we both respect each other, and we both understand what it's like to survive, from month to month and what you have to do.
Yeah.
And again, he's a very positive influence in my life, and I respect him for that. And I just wanted to give everybody an opportunity, to hear my story a little bit and to let you guys know who I am, what my background is. And yes, I am from a small town in Michigan. It's called Edwardsburg. It's Eagle Lake. The Eddies, if you guys know who the Eddies are. I just wanted to give my thoughts on that and just let you guys know that, I've overcome a lot in my life, and I'm proud of what I have achieved and where I'm going, and I think that it's only going to get better from here. So I just want to say hello to everybody, and I will see everybody later. Bye.